Hello everyone. Today I'm Kritika Srial from Kirorimal College, and I'm going to present my topic, which is relative reactivity of acid derivative towards nucleophiles. So yeah, carboxylic acid derivatives and acyl groups. The functional groups that undergo nucleophilic acyl substitutions are called carboxylic acid derivatives. So these include carboxylic acids themselves, carboxylates, which are deprotonated carboxylic acids, amides, esters, thioesters, and acyl phosphates. Two more examples of carboxylic acid derivatives which are less biologically relevant but important in laboratory synthesis and are carboxylic acid anhydrides and acid chlorides. So here you can see first the diagram shows carboxylic acid, which has OH group, and next one is carboxylate. Next we have ester, amide, then thioester. Thioester differs from ester by having sulfur instead of oxygen, and then we have acyl phosphates, acyl chlorides, and acid anhydrides. Moving forward, the carboxylic acid derivatives can be distinguished from aldehydes and ketones by the presence of a group containing an electronegative heteroatom, usually oxygen, nitrogen, or sulfur bonded directly to the carbonyl carbon. So you can think of a carboxylic acid derivative as having two sides. The first side is the carbonyl group and the attached alkyl group. This is called an acyl group. And on the other side, it is the heteroatom containing group. So it is sometimes refers to as the acyl X group. Like you can see, we have R and CO, which denotes acyl group, and a acyl X group we have on the other side. And then moving towards the nucleophilic acyl substitution reaction, the fact that the atom adjacent to the carbonyl carbon in carboxylic acid derivatives is an electronegative heteroatom rather than a carbon like in ketones or a hydrogen like in aldehydes is critical to the understanding of the reactivity of these functional groups. So, just like in aldehydes and ketones, carboxylic acid derivatives are attacked from one side of the trigonal planar carbonyl carbon by a nucleophile, converting this carbon to tetrahedral sp3 geometry, as you can see in the diagram. If a nucleophile attacks carbonyl carbon C, so it will have a tetrahedral geometry. And in carboxylic acid derivative, the acyl X group is a potential leaving group. So as you can see, the when it will gain tetrahedral geometry, the acyl X group, which is attached to the carbonyl carbon, will leave, and in place of that X, we'll have nucleophile. So this means that the tetrahedral product formed from attack of the nucleophile on the carbonyl carbon is not the product. It is the reactive intermediate. The middle one diagram or figure shows the reactive intermediate, and the tetrahedral intermediate rapidly collapses. The carbon oxygen double bond reforms and the acyl X group is expelled. So we can see the R1CO nucleophile plus X. So we can note that in the product, the nucleophile becomes the new acyl X group. This is why this reaction type is called nucleophilic acyl substitution, in which one acyl X group is substituted for another. Then moving forward, we have the relative reactivity of carboxylic acid derivatives, which is Bachel's main topic. So the relative reactivity of the carboxylic acid derivative is an important concept to understand before entering into detailed examination of nucleophilic acyl substitutions. So as a general rule, the carbonyl carbon in an acyl group is less electrophilic than that in aldehydes or ketone. This is because in carboxylic acid derivative, The partial positive charge on the carbon is stabilized somewhat by resonant effects from the adjacent heteroatoms. Like in ketone and aldehydes, we have two alkyl group or an alkyl group and H, while in carboxylic acid derivatives, we have an lone pair on acyl X group, which makes the carbonyl carbon less electropositive. So, among the carboxylic acid derivatives, carboxylate groups are the least reactive towards nucleophilic acyl substitution, followed by amides, then esters and protonated carboxylic acids, thioesters, and finally acyl phosphates, which are the most reactive among the biological relevant acyl groups. So, the different reactivities of the functional groups can be understood by evaluating the basicity of the leaving group in each case. A thioester is more reactive than an ester, and the weaker bases are the better leaving groups. Thioester is more reactive than ester because thiolate is a weaker base than an alkoxide. In general, if the incoming nucleophile is a weaker base than the acyl X group that is already there, the first nucleophilic step will simply reverse itself and we'll get the starting material back. So if we have weaker base, then it will be a better leaving group. So this is why it is not possible to directly convert an ester, for example, into a thioester by an acyl substitution reaction because it would be an uphill reaction. Then we have another the negatively charged oxygen on the carboxylate group has lots of electron density to donate, thus the carbonyl carbon is not very electrophilic. In amides, the nitrogen atom is a powerful electron donating group. By resonance, recall that the carbon nitrogen bond in peptides has substantial double bond character. Thus, amides are relatively unreactive. Amides do undergo acyl substitution reaction in biochemical pathways, but these reactions are inherently slow and the enzymes catalyzing them have evolved efficient strategies to lower the activation energy barrier. Carboxylic acid and esters are in the middle range of reactivity, while thioesters are somewhat more reactive. The most reactive of the carboxylic acid derivatives are frequently found in biomolecules are acyl phosphates. These are most often present in two forms, the simple acyl monophosphate and the acyl adenosine monophosphate. Both are highly reactive to acyl substitution reactions and are often referred to as activated acyl groups or activated carboxylic acids. So we can see we have acyl monophosphate and acyl adenosine monophosphate, which are acyl phosphates and they are the most reactive amongst the carboxylic acid derivatives. So yeah, that's all. In this chapter, in this lecture, we basically learned about the relative reactivities of carboxylic acid derivatives, and at last, I would like to say that amongst the all derivatives of carboxylic acid, acyl phosphates are the most reactive, and then thioester are comparatively lesser reactive. Then we have carboxylic acid and ester, which somehow lies in the middle of the reactivity series. And then the amide and the carboxylate is the least reactive of all. So yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it and would be able to learn something new and better. So thank you so much.